Well, Ireland, the EU, continuing to make some pretty bizarre statements and threats as to what their government plans on doing. A huge U-turn, of course, it seems, on the border. And DUP MP Carla Lockhart actually recently raised this in Parliament.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Hypocrisy needs called out, and everyone in this House will recall the former Irish Prime Minister in Brussels with a photograph of a bombed customs post, lamenting that any border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland was unworkable, it was in breach of the Belfast Agreement and could result in such troubles again. The hypocrisy of the Irish government from such a position has not been lost, with the Irish police now tasked to patrol the border, protect from the unsubstantiated, unfounded 80% figure of asylum seekers who supposedly make their way to the Republic of Ireland from the UK via Northern Ireland, when actually the reverse is true. Will the Prime Minister challenge and call out these actions and confirm what representations he has made to the Irish Prime Minister and the Justice Minister to respect the integrity of our UK and border?
Well, the House will be aware that we have made commitments to avoid a hard border on the island of Ireland, and the Honourable Lady makes a very important point that the Irish government must uphold its promises too. We can't have cherry-picking of important international agreements, and so the Secretary of State is seeking urgent clarification that there will be no disruption or police checkpoints at or near the border, and I can confirm that the United Kingdom has no legal obligation to accept returns of illegal migrants from Ireland.
So while you've got some now actually calling for those arriving in the UK illegally to be bussed to the Irish border, the authorities in Ireland come out with this statement that by the end of May, the Irish government planning to enact legislation that would allow them to send those arriving over the border back to the UK via emergency legislation. Of course, the issue is for the EU, for Ireland, that Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, has said this is a complete non-starter and has even been as kind as to offer Ireland the opportunity to join the Rwanda scheme. Now, Conservative MPs like Sir John Redwood have said, as Britain has always been told, we cannot send migrants back to France. So how on earth do they think they could send migrants back to the UK? And talk now that the UK government offering Ireland the chance to join the Rwanda scheme. Now, that has actually been rejected by the Irish authorities, not wanting to join the UK policy on that. But I do think these rather bizarre threats and statements that we're seeing from Ireland, from the EU side, are pretty delusional. Now, in terms of the UK side, of course, as I've consistently said, I don't think the government's Rwanda plan is going to stop the boats. And indeed, you've recently seen in a single day over 700 people arriving. But some pretty unhinged statements there, at odds with reality from the EU. And hopefully the UK government don't capitulate on this. Let me know what you make of all of that in the comments below though, please guys. I will of course keep bringing you all the latest on this and more. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.